West Food Show. I'm over here in the Voice of God. I want to divert everyone's attention. First of all, I want to thank all the vendors for the years, all working with Simplot, PepsiCo, Frito-Lay, King Prince. I can't name them all, but I can only name the ones I see. Over here at the corner, we have a cooking demo happening right now. So if you're interested in learning some cooking techniques, please join us. We'll have Chef Aaron in about 5 minutes.
So we're making our Black Forest bacon sausage, and I know that's a mouthful. So as you know, US Foods is all about innovation to the point where we do 2 food launches a year, one in the fall, one in the spring, and we call those Scoop. And all of our Scoop products are innovative, on trend, a lot of times labor saving, things that are new to the area. So last year we launched a Black Forest bacon, and it's a center cut, which it means there's a lot of ends and pieces cut off of that to make your bacon pretty. So they use the center cut of the ends and pieces to make this sausage. Every piece of sausage has over 30% of bacon in it. So you're gonna get the Black Forest sweet, smoky, umami, great emulsification, hand spun with a nice thick casing. So you're gonna get that bacon flavor, you're gonna get the sausage flavor, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cocoa. It's outstanding. A real upgrade to a hamburger or a dog. I'm gonna be making it on our Scoop brioche bun. So a lot of people don't know what brioche means. They just hear brioche and it's very popular and everyone's like, what does that mean? But basically brioche means it has a lot of butter and egg, sometimes more than from 50 to 100% more than flour weight, butter and egg. So that's when you will notice that if your bun squeezes and pops back, that is a characteristic of a brioche bun because of all the butter that makes it so spongy and soft. So very high-end, delicious, buttery flavored bun. Yeah. All right, welcome everybody. So we'll be doing some cooking today, but I'd like to thank everybody coming to the US Foods Ohio University Food Show. It's very exciting to be here every year. I love doing this. So as you look outside and it's sunny, I got here yesterday and people were sunbathing out there. They were enjoying the weather. Beautiful thing about that, I'm cooking something for the spring. So we're cooking a sausage. We're cooking a special sausage. It is our Black Forest bacon sausage. So I know that is a mouthful, but what that means is 30% of this sausage has got Black Forest bacon ends and pieces in it. So Black Forest bacon is one of our launches we just recently did. It is a center cut bacon, so we take the ends and pieces from that center cut bacon and we use that in the making of this sausage. Black Forest was traditionally made by German, it was made in a ham based on the German Black Forest, and it is a savory, sweet, and smoky type of sausage. You're gonna get a little bit of cocoa in there, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of hickory smoke, so it makes it really nice. This is actually, it is made but hand spun. What that means is, as the sausage is coming out the sausage maker, there's actually a guy there giving it a little spin to wrap that casing. This is an all natural thick casing. What that allows to happen is the juice does not lose. You do not lose the juice in your sausage. It actually holds it while it cooks. I think any one of you have ever cooked a hot dog on a really hot plate and watch that thing split and the juice kind of hits or a bratwurst on a really hot and that casing splits and all of a sudden your fire shoots up because you're getting all that beef fat in there. So a good strong casing stops that from happening. So I'm getting this nice and toasted right here. I love to put a little bit of caramelization or the Maillard effect, get my casing toasted. It really adds a lot of flavor. I'm putting this today on a brioche bun. This is a brand new product that we just launched this spring. So brioche, you see it all over the place right now. And unfortunately, there is no standard of practices, which means that people can make any kind of bun they want and call it a brioche. But a technical brioche bun is, the reason what makes it a brioche bun is the enormous amount of egg and butter. So sometimes it is over 50 to 100% flour weight butter that goes into brioche. So if you look, and I squeeze this brioche, it pops back into shape. So it's very soft, very buttery. If you ever toast a brioche bread, this spring we just launched a brioche hot dog bun and also thick sliced bread. You put a toast on that, it is the most beautiful golden toast. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right down here in this pan, along with this sausage that's getting nice and hot. And I'm also gonna add some of our Rykoff Sexton caramelized onions. So this is a pre-caramelized product. All you have to do is heat and serve. And the reason that is important, COVID changed the restaurant industry forever. And one of the big things it did is that it created new job streams. So we lost cooks that have been cooking for a very long time and never had anyone replace them. So now most people, if you're in the restaurant industry, you are hiring people that have less experience than we've ever had, and we're paying them more than we've ever done. So how do we get to guarantee stuff is consistent? Caramelizing onions is something that if you've ever had to do it, it's a long, time-consuming process. You basically cook your onions in butter, and they start getting browner and browner and browner as the natural sugars cook. Very easy to burn. Usually when you're in the kitchen, you don't have time to stand over the pot and just watch your caramelized onions. So you're cooking those caramelized onions on the pot, and you go to take something out of the oven, and you come back and you've just burned all of your caramelized onions. Ah! Right? So the Rykoff Sexton product allows you to have a caramelized onion that all you got to do is pick up. So I put a nice little toast on this bun, and I'm going to hit this sausage in there, top it off with some of these caramelized onions. And now the hot topic, right? The big debate, ketchup or mustard. I am of the opinion that if you are over 12 years old, you don't ever need to put ketchup almost on anything besides French fries, especially a sausage. Any one of my friends here from Chicago will definitely tell you the same thing. I see people bobbing their head. Ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago is blasphemy. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of our organic Monarch mustard. And where that looks delicious, and I'm really hungry, and if you guys are getting hungry, we're actually serving this over at our table with caramelized onions, sauerkraut, raw onions, and cheese, so you'll be able to get to try it. We are also serving our shoestring French fries with our brand new ranch garlic Parmesan sauce. So I talked a little more about innovation. This is a really exciting innovation. What this is a garlic Parmesan seasoning that it goes on like a liquid. So you only need like 1 or 2 ounces for 4 to 5 ounces of fries. And then you can toss it and you get a good coating on those fries. And within 2 to 3 minutes, it's no longer going to be wet. It actually dries and hits like a seasoning. So instead of having wet garlic Parmesan sauce on your French fries, where it does taste delicious but super sticky, makes the fries die a lot faster, this flavors them. When you come and look at this in like 2 minutes, it's not going to look like I tossed anything wet. It's going to look just like a seasoning. Added bonus, it's a crisp guard. What that means is it helps keep your French fries crisp longer, because how many of you have ever gotten a to-go order with French fries and you open up the to-go box and the fries are a gross, soggy mess, right? Consistency of oatmeal. And you're like, well, I'm going to throw those away. That's future garbage. I think we've all had to deal with that. So when we were making this product and we were developing it, we found out that it actually helps keep your stuff crisper. So I put it on fries, but it goes great on chicken nuggets or broccoli or cauliflower. I've cooked sous vide potatoes and tossed the potatoes in it to get a great flavor, because really, who doesn't love a garlic parm, right? So we're also serving those over at the table. And then if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, we'll be serving carrot fries tossed in maple cinnamon glaze with marshmallow fluff and caramel. So make sure you come say hi to us over there at the US Foods table, and make sure you try all of the great vendors here today, and thank you all so much for your time. Any questions?
Yeah, any questions? Well, thank you, Chef Aaron, for sharing it. If you guys want to try all these amazing things, Chef Aaron said, which table you're at?
We're the second table over there from the left. I'll be over there with you. You'll see my bald head and my orange headband. All right?
All right, just how about a round of applause for Chef Aaron? Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
You had me at Black Forest, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, you can't go wrong, right? I'm going to go grab a towel. That's a little hot. Oh, here.
For ways to improve our sustainability efforts. I'm making sure that all the chef team is providing a plant-forward or sustainable menu offering.
The trend is to go more plant-based, and we're trying to offer those items to our students.
Anything that's vegetarian related, you're not using any animal proteins in the product, so it's more sustainable in that regard in the long-term scheme of things.
Being plant-based is not just tofu. Everybody thinks, you know, vegans, all they eat is tofu, but there's a lot of great products that need to be tried.
We try to be sustainable by using seasonal ingredients, minimizing food waste, and also composting any food waste that we do have.
Sometimes it can feel hard to really have an impact on the environment. As a restaurant, an important way that you can do it is using local ingredients and supporting local farms and suppliers and kind of trying to keep that local ecosystem sustained.
It's a good effort that we are trying to use the local items here at Nelson. It's good for the earth. It's a good nourishable food for the students.
When we have the weigh your waste, if you fill your plate up and you don't eat everything on your plate and it gets weighed, you're like, oh, I wasted 2 pounds of food because I didn't eat everything. We're gonna make mistakes. We're just as human as the next person. But if we learn this together, then we know where we can go and we can take it to the future.
We do composting here as well. We feed all of our scraps typically to the composter here on campus.
We have a Farmers to Ohio working group. We talk about sustainability. And then we also are proud members of the Menus of Change Research Collaborative, which gives us an opportunity to always be looking at ways to reduce carbon emissions, focus on plant-forward dining. The Student Farm is part of that Farmers to Ohio working group. Last year, we used it on catering events, upscale events. We also order in stuff from the student garden at our Jefferson Marketplace.
Instead of sending things out in bags, we try to look to see if we can send it out in a pan or something that can be reused or rewashed so we're not wasting as much plastic.
Earth Day to me is a reminder that we're all connected to the planet and we all have a responsibility and can be unified.
We only have one Earth, we only have one shot at this, and why not do our part
This will stay in program, right? You just go to the next one. No, whatever you do. So put it up in the background. I need one. So I get the background. Well, yeah, take the background left. And then put the background. Oh.
Chef. Take your time. All the time in the world. Mic off whenever it's ready. All the time in the world. Smash burgers, dude? Dang! These guys might have to fight over which one gets the burger, man. Doing those smash burgers, dude. That one's so awesome. I'm sure the Black Forest. Oh, that sound of it. That sounds good. Anything Black Forest. Black Forest, right? Yes, sir. Some garlic pot line. That should be here, guys.
You have it.
Cracked pepper.
Pepper in your throat?
Miss Vicky's aged cheddar on cracked pepper.
Yeah, I'll probably go with one.
Introduce yourself. Oh, not officially, just say something.
Hello.
Can you say smash burger?
Smash.
Alright, like a couple minutes and then we'll get her going.
Yep.
Hi, welcome again to the U.S. Food Show, and we want to welcome everybody who wants to join us at the demo station over there. We have Chef John, and he will be demonstrating some amazing smash burgers, so we'll be starting in a couple minutes. Please join us. Thank you.
Don't get too loud.
Oh, dude, I was around there. I got you.
Started out in Kroger.
Where?
Hey, Kroger. Yeah. Deli Kroger.
I got close. 18 years. Started. Just give me the signal, Chef.
I know they're coming. It's a Lacey. Yeah, it's brand new. I've never seen this on terrible. Yeah, that's all.
I had a Lacey that was double that size. That was only like 500 days. Just the technology. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our second demo. I've got Chef John over here with over 18 years of cooking experience. He's gonna do some amazing smash burgers. Those of you standing far away, come on, join the audience over here so you can get all the smells and sights and sounds. So without further ado, I will let Chef John introduce himself and what he's doing. So take it away.
Hello, I'm Chef John. I'm one of the chefs here at Latitude 39 at Baker University Center. I want to showcase one of our whiskey bacon jam smash burgers. We'll be introducing this on our fall menu. We're looking to move towards more of an English pub style menu. Let's go ahead and start off. We'll get some smashing. Got some wonderful 6-ounce blue ribbon Angus beef. Give them a little salt and pepper. And you want to sit there and let them set for a second before you go smashing. Let them bring up the temperature. Let's go and start our eggs too. Go ahead and toast our buns as well. We're using a little brioche bun. Get nice and toasted. When we go to smash these, we want to smash them real good. We want them to almost tear apart. Get our eggs moving over here. We're just going to do a nice little over hard egg. Make a little mess, of course. All right, we want to cook these smash burgers till they're almost completely cooked through on one side. And get some bacon jam on there. Let it get heated up, get melty. Also coming to our fall menu will be bone-in wings. We'll be introducing those with apple butter wing sauce. Has a little bit of chipotle in it. Be spicy, sweet. Be real nice. Of course, we need more cheese. Toothpicks. Oh, they certainly are. I was going to keep them for myself, but I'll be nice and share. All right, and there we go. Nice juicy double patty with some sweet and savory bacon jam. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef John. Any other last minute?
We're always looking for ways to improve our sustainability efforts. I'm making sure that all of the chef team is providing a plant-forward or sustainable menu offering.
The trend is to go more plant-based, and we're trying to offer those items to our students.
Anything that's vegetarian related, you're not using any animal proteins in the product, so it's more sustainable in that regard in the long-term scheme of things.
Being plant-based is not just tofu. Everybody thinks, vegans, all they eat is tofu, but there's a lot of great products that need to be tried.
We try to be sustainable by using seasonal ingredients, minimizing food waste, and also composting any food waste that we do have.
Sometimes it can feel hard to really have an impact on the environment. As a restaurant, an important way that you can do it is using local ingredients and supporting local farms and suppliers and kind of trying to keep that local ecosystem sustained.
It's a good effort that we are trying to use the local items here at Nelson. It's good for the earth. It's a good nourishable food for the students.
When we have the weigh your waste, you fill your plate up and you don't eat everything on your plate and it gets weighed, you're like, oh, I wasted 2 pounds of food because I didn't eat everything. We're gonna make mistakes. We're just as human as the next person. But if we learn this together, then we know where we can go and we can take it to the future.
We do composting here as well. We feed all of our scraps, particularly to the composter here on campus.
We have a Farmers to Ohio working group. We talk about sustainability. And then we also are proud members of the Menus of Change Research Collaborative, which gives us an opportunity to always be looking at ways to reduce carbon emissions, focus on plant-forward dining. The student farm is part of that Farmers to Ohio working group. Last year, we used it on catering events, upscale events. We also order in stuff from the student garden at our Jefferson Marketplace.
Instead of sending things out in bags, we try to look to see if we can send it out in a pan or something that can be reused or rewashed so we're not wasting as much plastic.
Earth Day to me is a reminder that we're all connected to the planet and we all have a responsibility and can be unified.
We only have one Earth, we only have one shot at this, and why not do our part?
If I could get a few of the culinary services employees who are present just to gather over here by the beverages, make a little circle over here. I see you, Brett. I see you made eye contact. That means you come over here, please. Got a little fun announcement to make. And with that said, I will let Chef Matt take it from here.
How's everybody doing? I hope you're having fun at our annual U.S. Food Show. Wanted to take an opportunity to recognize
just awarded the Employee of the Month for Culinary Services. And that winner is Executive Chef Ann Liston. Congratulations, Chef. We're super proud of you.
I need to go get my car stuff.
Come on, man. You guys gotta polish these off. Come on. Smart All right, everyone, and to introduce our last cooking demo of the day, and our final join to see Chef Matt perform some cooking demonstrations on our future food offerings and some future menu items. So come join us in 5 minutes and we'll get some good foods.
Better make some room there. You got steak coming up, right?
think it'll...
I think that you will need to mic up. I think that that is something that Cheeto usually like makes sure of. Right, that's what I want.
All right, with our last cooking demo at our annual US Food, I have our senior executive chef, Chef Matt Pacey. He's got over 20 plus years of cooking experience, so we're excited. He's going to be doing some menu items from our future, it's not a food hall yet, but it's a food locker. It's going to have food lockers that feature the menu of the hibachi, and with that said, I will let Chef Matt take it away.
How are we all doing today? Thank you for coming to our annual US Food Show. And yes, this will be at our Shively Food Locker. It's just across the courtyard over here. We are going to have 3 different concepts. There will be Cucina, which will feature 4 different calzones. We are going to have Meze, which is pita pockets with hummus baba ganoush, chicken tinga, harissa braised beef. And then what I'm demoing today is Teppan, which is our hibachi concept. Teppan was named after teppanyaki style cooking. So if you've ever been to like a Benihana, any of those that they cook in front of you, that is what we're trying to emulate with this. So it's always a nice hot stainless steel griddle. For this, I wanted to use woks, I didn't want to get a whole griddle pulled over here for one demonstration. So first what I'm going to do is we have our velveted chicken. This is white meat chicken. The velveting process is we put baking soda on it, let it sit for about 15 to 30 minutes, and then we rinse it off. And what that does is it tenderizes the meat and just makes it nice and succulent when we're cooking it. So in this shaker is our hibachi seasoning. Granulated garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper, and then ground ginger. And all of our meats, chicken, beef, and tofu will be tossed in this hibachi seasoning. So just give this a little mix. It doesn't need to sit for very long. Nice and pungent, and we're just trying to layer that flavor, make sure it tastes beautiful. So our chicken will be the longest cooking item. So we're going to get this wok nice and hot. A little bit of neutral oil. For this, I'm using canola oil, just so it won't impart a whole ton of flavor, but just make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And while that oil's heating up, I'm going to get my next one going. And on high to do our lo mein noodles. So our lo mein noodles, this is one of our favorite products in our dining halls. It comes in already cooked. And once I get my oil heated up, I'm going to put my lo mein noodles to heat as the second step. We want to make sure that our oil is smoking. Hopefully I don't set off the smoke alarm. And we're making sure that we're getting a nice golden brown on the bottom of that chicken before we start tossing it. So for this, we'll do chicken over here. You always want to pour away from you so you don't burn yourself. And that sound is what you're looking for. So the Shively Food Locker concepts, we started doing R&D for this over a year ago, And we wanted to make sure that we were kind of providing offerings that we didn't already provide in our dining halls with calzones, teppanyaki style cooking, and then Mediterranean pita pockets as well. So while that gets your first sear on it, now that this one is hot, we are going to do our lo mein. And then in our lo mein, we're going to add a little bit of minced ginger and garlic for some aroma, and green onions. And in this last pan here, we're going to do our stir-fry vegetables. While this oil heats up, we're then going to add our broccoli first because it's going to be our longest cooking vegetable. We also have tricolored bell peppers, julienne red onion, carrot matchsticks, scallions, and then some Napa cabbage. So we'll get a spatula, get our chicken tossed a little bit. No sticking is what we're looking for, a little bit of color. And then in this wok, we are going to put our broccoli. Lo mein noodles, a little stir. See, they're not sticking. That's exactly what we're looking for. Give your broccoli a toss. Make sure it doesn't brown too much. And then now that the broccoli is cooked a little bit, we're going to add some red onion to it. Followed by bell peppers. Carrot matchsticks. And our Napa cabbage. So our chicken, getting that nice golden brown color we were hoping for. For the chicken, we're looking to cook it about halfway at this point, and once we deglaze it with our hibachi sauce, then it'll give that nice glaze and cook it the rest of the way. So our lo mein noodles, now that they've got just a little bit of color, now we're going to glaze this and the chicken with our hibachi sauce. This has tamari soy in it, chili garlic sauce, our homemade stir-fry sauce, and a little bit of brown sugar, just to make sure we're hitting every part of the palate. And this is when that aroma comes. See, now our chicken's going to continue cooking. Get a nice glaze on it. Reducing our soy sauce a little bit while we're cooking the chicken is going to help get that glaze as well. So also at Shively Food Lockers, next to it we will have the venue at Shively, which is going to be rentable space. the catering space will seat up a little over 100 people. And please feel free. We'd love to see you there. We just wanted to make sure that there was more offerings and more places that could be rented for any of your meetings that you needed. I keep tossing our vegetables, make sure we're not torching them. And then at this point, we are going to deglaze with our hibachi sauce once again. With this style of cooking, you want to try to do it around the outside of the pan when you're adding sauces, so as it's running down the side of your pan, it's going to heat up the sauce. So you're not killing the heat of your pan and cooling it completely down. So at this point, our lo mein noodles are done. It's that quick. Give our veggies another stir. There might be. There will be samples, absolutely. So as our chicken is still cooking, I will get plates out for these potential samples that were called out. Please. So first on our plate, we're going to put a little bit of lo mein. Cheeto, the forks were your job. Okay, now at this point, we're going to shut our chicken off while our veggies keep cooking. A little bit of hibachi chicken. Absolutely. Yeah, please hand them out. And then a little bit of our nice, beautiful stir-fry vegetables and a little scallion garnish. A little scallion. Go. to get the two of you with more spice in your life? Where's the ghost pepper, right, John? All right. So that right there is our chicken teppan hibachi bowl. We are super excited for this project, and we can't wait to see everybody this fall. And see you soon. Happy eating. Thank you very much.
Give it a hand for Chef Matt. Thank you, everyone. We got plenty of noodles, so it's coming around. I know the camera guys are mouth watering over there. So
Oh, yeah. How do I turn it off? How do I turn the microphone off?
We're always looking for ways to improve our sustainability efforts. I'm making sure that all of the chef team is providing a plant-forward or sustainable menu offering.
The trend is to go more plant-based, and we're trying to offer those items to our students.
Anything that's vegetarian related, you're not using any animal proteins in the product, so it's more sustainable in that regard in the long-term scheme of things.
Being plant-based is not just tofu. Everybody thinks, vegans, all they eat is tofu, but there's a lot of great products that need to be tried.
We try to be sustainable by using seasonal ingredients, minimizing food waste, and also composting any food waste that we do have.
Sometimes it can feel hard to really have an impact on the environment. As a restaurant, an important way that you can do it is using local ingredients and supporting local farms and suppliers and kind of trying to keep that local ecosystem sustained.
It's a good effort that we are trying to use the local items here at Nelson. It's good for the earth. It's a good nourishable food for the students.
When we have the weigh your waste, you fill your plate up and you don't eat everything on your plate and it gets weighed, you're like, oh, I wasted 2 pounds of food because I didn't eat everything. We're gonna make mistakes. We're just as human as the next person. But if we learn this together, then we know where we can go and we can take it to the future.
We do composting here as well. We feed all of our scraps particularly to the composter here on campus.
We have a Farmers to Ohio working group. We talk about sustainability. And then we also are proud members of the Menus of Change Research Collaborative, which gives us an opportunity to always be looking at ways to reduce carbon emissions, focus on plant-forward dining. The student farm is part of that Farmers to Ohio working group. Last year we used it on catering events, upscale events. We also order in stuff from the student garden at our Jefferson Marketplace.
Instead of sending things out in bags, we try to look to see if we can send it out in a pan or something that can be reused or rewashed so we're not wasting as much plastic.
Earth Day to me is a reminder that we're all connected to the planet and we all have a responsibility and can be unified.
We only have one Earth, we only have one shot at this, and why not do our part